Kraken build to show off. This is one, we did a fundraiser for a friend of ours, and I offered to do a Kraken watch build as one of the prizes. So my new buddy Damien, who has never received a watch from me before, is getting this Kraken build from essentially that fundraiser. So put this together for him, let him pick out a dial, and this is what I came up with in the end. So we've got one of these super like light blue, almost teal dials. Looks very cool in person. Actually, when I take pictures of it, a lot of times you get some like greens in there, and you can kind of see the green at the 6 o'clock right there. But when you take that picture, it really like promotes that. But it's a bronze dial, so when you get it in the light, you can see that completely change. So straight on, it just kind of has this nice, like, I don't know, just like a nice dark brown brushed metal look to it. But when you get it in the light, it has that nice pop of color to it. So did a brushed case, brushed a bezel with it, and since we were with silver on that, we want that dial to pop, I did some silver hands. Did a light blue seconds hand, the lightest blue that I had. That's a good look to it. So you can kind of get some of that color in there, some of that, a little bit of purple there at 9 o'clock, almost some pink in there. So super cool dial. Did the anchor engraved crown. Did a large window exhibition caseback. Went with a gilded rotor. I kind of like gilded rotors from time to time, especially since some of the gearing in there is in gold. Well, I guess it's gold. When you put it in comparison with that, I mean, I guess your hairspring's kind of gold. But yeah, so stainless steel movement holder going on around there. There's a little protective thing on the back of this. I never seem to pull those off. Then we went with an Italian leather strap. This is one of my ammo pouch Aviator style ones. So it's nice brushed or painted edges here, off-white color stitching on this, and very thick. This is Italian leather strap. And we got my little logo there, little half-stamped logo. Thought that looks cooler like that than having something nice and pretty and centered. And then a brushed engraved buckle. So that is the build. Hopefully he likes it as much in person as he does in pictures and video. But there is your Kraken build. As always, they come with fancy matching beads. Whether you wear them is entirely up to you, but it would be a lot cooler if you did, because they're awesome. So just to go over this, every build I do has a movable bezel. It will go left, it will go right. They do not click their head on with a tension ring. Now for him, that won't matter because it doesn't matter where this is. It's not displaying any kind of numbers or anything that works in conjunction with that dial. So, but just so you know, they'll turn left, they'll turn right. They don't click. Automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder, but if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, like you're driving or something along those lines, make sure you wind it just a little bit so that you're not losing time. Because if you're not active, you're not winding it. So what you'll do is you'll pre-wind it, and how you do that is you back the crown off the thread tubes. And so you hear it and feel it clicking. And you'll feel it come off there, and you'll see and feel a little bit of play. Okay? You got a little bit of play there. Now you know you're off. Once you're off and you hear it clicking, you can wind. And a wind is a turn away from you. But instead of winding it like this, which you can if you want, you can wind it like this all day if you want, but sometimes you'll end up starting to thread it back on or you'll push too hard. You can go back and forth, which is what I do, and I just keep my fingers kind of against it as a guide. But if you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, you'll keep time throughout the day, so no worries. If you do it for something closer to 20 seconds, you will max out your 31 plus hour power reserve. You cannot overwind it. You can wind this all day, so you won't hurt it. No worries there. Then you'll pull it to the one and only click. At that point, you can then set your time. You'll notice that you've got a wobble crown. It will deflect lateral pressure from going into the stem, into the movement. It just kind of rolls. That's not a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. So, okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 12:01 p.m.
12:01 p.m. And you just push it right back over and thread it down. It's like magic. So there it is. There's your build. There's your matching beads. We went with a blue Kraken box, special edition box, but my phone does not want to focus in on anything. This build will come with watch cleaner, which is good on all glass and metal parts, which would be everything in the center right here. Non-toxic, non-streaking, non-residue. You'll also have some leather conditioner. This is good to keep this leather strap perfectly soft. You'll maybe use this every 6 months. Use it on the inside as well as the outside. Just rub it on lightly. Let it soak in. A little bit will go a long way, so don't go nuts with this. And then lastly, you're going to have some fine scratch remover. This is just Novus 2 from Amazon repackaged into these. This is kind of like a poly watch. This is an acrylic glass. You can scratch it, but if you do, no worries. Put a tiny bit on it. Buff against that scratch, filling it. Generate some heat with your thumb using your included super soft microfiber, and you will buff that out in about 15-20 seconds. So that's your build, man. I hope you love it. Thank you for being a new customer, in a sense, and thank you for thinking of me and going with this. And I hope you love this build, and thank you for contributing to Frankie. So I appreciate you, man. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.